Here we go for the start of the third quarter. The bounce of the ball comes the ground level. West Preston's got away very smartly here through number 5. He handballs out wide, but it's intercepted by Long. He's got a sweeping handball to John Andrew. He bursts into attack with a lovely kick forward, looking for and finding a West Preston player deep in defence there. Might have been Kane Heaney on that occasion. He gets the ball out to the back flank area where it comes off the hands of Long and his teammate and is out of bounds. Okay, now we started this third quarter. We've got West Preston leading 3-6. MacLeod on 2 goals 6. Sayers drives the ball into attack. Oh, a lot of players up there. There's a free kick too. Looks like Long has been unceremoniously cast aside there. And he's got a free kick 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle. So first chance for a major score in the second half goes to MacLeod. A good kick here will wrap it all up at 3-6 apiece. Okay. Long comes in, taking his time here. Not a renowned goal kicker, but he does get the occasional goal. Oh, it's high, and there's a lot of clapping happening as the goal umpire says it's a goal. So well done to Chris Long there. And the first goal goes to MacLeod. So it's 3-6 apiece. Early stages, third quarter.
They're slow on the old scoreboard over there.
Bit slow on the scoreboard. They're not like our man Mickey at MacLeod. He doesn't muck around. He soon gets it all ticking over. Okay, back in the rough. Big Jurgens in there against Long. Comes to ground level. Scooter got an arm in there, but it comes out for West Preston. No, it doesn't. Oh, players going in hard there. They're all tunnelling in after the ball. The umpire has no option but balling it up. Now, MacLeod have gone a little bit differently here. They've got Dave Adams named at centre half back for this quarter. There's a guy playing centre half forward for West Preston who is not one of great height. So obviously the match up there which MacLeod coaching staff feels would be good. Now we have MacLeod through Steve Kelly. Boots the ball forward, but in the way there is West Preston. They work the ball nicely out of defence here. Then they go back inside where they've chipped the ball to Dobby. And little Dobby's at the half-back area. He's wondering which way to go. Eventually just goes straight down over the wing position up to half forward, looking for, but unable to find. It might have been. And it is Brett Thompson there, number 35. The ball out of bounds. Half forward flank area, the end of which West Preston's kicking. West Preston going down to the lake end. They get the ball back to Dobby. He goes inside. Gets the ball to Alex Gleeson, and it's a beautiful click by Gleeson up towards Rocker. He just couldn't quite hang on there. Oh, he goes in there. Little man H decided don't get in big Rocker's road, and he's done very well there. H and MacLeod's worked the ball up to O'Brien. Now O'Brien goes inside to Kelly, but Campbell didn't quite hit the mark there. And West Preston are able to defend to the outer side, and the ball goes bounce, bounce, bounce over the line and out of bounce. It's been a big battle here between Leggett and Antonio Rocca. They played on each other a couple of years ago. Well, umpire's ruled here. There's a free kick to West Preston guy here, and they go forward to the centre of the ground. There's a free kick to West Preston. There they go into attack, and the ball finds no one in particular, and it's over the line and out of bounds. Ball about to come back into play here. Looks like Big Rocker's going to take the tap out situation here for West Preston. Oh, there's 20 players around the ball here. Ball comes to ground level and all wrapped up. Is the MacLeod player there? No chance to get rid of the ball. The umpire calls for another ball out. 20 metres out from the West Preston goal. Ball thrown in the air. Comes to ground level. Here's a chance for West Preston. Yes, and they rush in. They've followed that up beautifully. Number 38, I think it was there, Robinson. And he's popped it through for a goal to West Preston. They gain back the lead. That's Glenn Robinson, number 38. So West Preston go to 4-6, leading MacLeod 3-6. Early stages, third quarter. Okay, ball coming back to the centre bounce here. MacLeod there, forays forward there, resulted in an early goal to Long, but nothing since. Now there's some infringement here. It's happened. Someone stepped over the mark there from West Preston. So Sayers takes the resultant free kick in the middle of the ground. Up the centre half forward, O'Brien caught behind on that occasion. The West Preston players, Macheski and Ali Fahour, are able to wrap it up. Oh, they get the ball out to the wing position. In the road there is Story. He has done brilliantly. West Preston player drops the mark. He should have taken it. Comes in the hands of Martin. Martin sums up the goal and is unable to execute as he would have liked, and it's through for a behind. We're 6 minutes into the third quarter. West Preston drive the ball out from defence. It's bouncing near the boundary line, and I think it's over without anyone touching it. It is, but it's made its way all to the centre wing position, so there's a free kick in the outer centre wing position to the man they call H. He's handing it back over to Long. Long's got the kick now. He's summing up his options. Will I go inside? Where will I go? The umpire calls play on, so he just belts the ball down to the half-forward flank area. A huge pack of players up there at ground level. It's West Preston in the van there. Oh, John Andrew hit very heavily there. O'Brien's done well. He's got a handball out to John Andrew. Oh, his handball's turned over. It goes to West Preston guy. In the way there is Kane Shaw, and he's clever enough to get a nice kick over to Martin, who couldn't quite hang on there. West Preston now through some nice handball there, get the ball out to the back flank area, tumble the ball over the centre wing area, up towards Big Rocker. He sweeps a handball out to his teammate at half forward, and the Story runs head on into the West Preston guy, who gets the ball forward, and there's a nice diving mark taken by the West Preston player there in the forward pocket. One of the Macheski brothers. As Steve Kelly comes from the ground very gingerly and a bit frustrated there. We're not too sure what's happened there. It's a kick for goal by the West Preston player, and it is out on the full. Now the breeze seems to have dropped marginally, I think, Terry, you think? It's a drop in the breeze here. It's quite a warm day here, and the ground is very well, it's well grassed, but the ground's very dry.
Well, they said it was going to move from north to northwest.
There's a change coming through, where the northerly will swing more westerly. Oh, now MacLeod under huge pressure here, trying to bring the ball out of the defence. The ball's still in play. Eventually Painter gets the ball. He brings it back inside to a West Preston guy. He's gone this way, he's gone that way. Through O'Brien and Shaw. Oh, back to, was it Kidd? Oh, there's a scuffle happening here. The MacLeod guy is very, very unhappy with the attempt to tackle by Brett Thompson, in which looks like Scooter was taken very high. There's a 50. West Preston guys continue to argue, and the umpire says, well, you can have a 50-metre penalty or 40 metres or whatever the distance is. Who knows? Okay, Scooter's kicked the ball into the middle of the ground where Ben Hines got it, and he's gone wide to the outer side where there's a nice grab there by Wes Premi, and his driving kick goes up to the forward pocket, and big Andre Jurgens takes a nice comfortable mark deep in the back pocket. He tumbles the ball to the back flank area for West Preston on the outer side. Players going in hard there. And after the ball there is Richard Andrew. He's done very well. Got a nice handball over to Sievers, and he's chipped the ball looking for, but couldn't find Scooter White on that occasion. Eventually at ground level, we've got Wes Premi's done well. Swooped the ball to O'Brien. He's got a shot on goal there. Brings it down to the full forward area where there's a little nudge there to Cahal Court. Terry O'Brien feels it was a lot more than just a little nudge, and the ball goes through for a behind to MacLeod. Okay, now McKenna brought the kick in there to his teammate. Oh, they're just chipping it round deep in defence on the outer side. Just hanging on to a 4-point lead at this stage, West Preston. Not much in it. One feels 6 or 7 goals will probably win the game. Okay, gets the half back there, and there's another ball up outer side of the ground. O'Brien doing some ruck work there, but it's all West Preston there, and there's a huge kick away from there up towards Rocker. He couldn't take it on this occasion. Comes the ground level where the West Preston players have done very well there. They've worked the ball up to a dangerous position, but in the rain there was Kane Shaw. He's belted the ball out of defence, but it's all West Preston there through Robinson. He goes this way, he goes that way. Oh, he's a very good player, Robinson. Lines up the goals and goes bang and belted it straight through the middle for a goal. So there's the 5th goal of the day to West Preston. They go to 5-6 leading MacLeod on 3 goals 8. So once again you see the value of straight kicking for goal, and enables West Preston to take a 10-point lead at this stage. And the stage is the 12-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Okay, so MacLeod's had their chances all day long. They just haven't been able to convert it when they would. Okay, back in the centre square now. Sayers in the ruck on this occasion. Oh, but Jurgens wins the ball out there for West Preston. West Preston go forward again. Or they get the ball up towards Rocker, and on this occasion, young Hine there's calling for a push in the back, I think. Umpire will have none of that. Okay, there's a chance for another goal at West Preston here. From point blank range, they come in and just pop it through for a goal. 6th of the day. They go to 6 goals 6, make that 42, leading MacLeod on 3 goals 8, 26. So it's been a bit of a change in the game here, where West Preston have broken away in the lead on the scoreboard. So MacLeod is being really challenged here to see if they can bounce back. We're 13 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Okay. Oh, back in the centre square again. Jurgens puts his head down. Boys going in hard there. It's Richard Andrew gets a handball across very nicely to Core. Here's a chance for MacLeod. He kicks up forward. The ball's bouncing near the goals, and it trickles through for a behind. West Preston bring the ball back into play. With some nice foot skills there. They worked the ball to the centre wing, and the way there was long. He gets a handball back to his teammate, who chips the ball across to Vespremi. Vespremi goes right into the middle of the ground. He spots up Dave Adams. He comes wide of the near side wing and spotted up Kidd. Kidd's just can't spot up an opportunity at this stage. Eventually he waits for Martin to lead up, and Martin's taken a nice mark just forward of centre. He drives to the outer side looking for and finding, might be, is that young Woodhams at this stage? Is that Woodhams, Terry? Not sure. Kick for goal. The ball comes up short. Looks like it's unstage call nearly marked, but in fact the mark has been taken by Kidd. Ray, was that your boy kicked it up? Yeah, I was just trying to pick up. Yeah, it was Woodhams that kicked the ball up to Kidd, who's taken the mark. Directly in front, just 15 metres out from goal. Here's a chance for MacLeod to get one back. He comes in and has no problems popping that one through for a goal. So that's the fourth goal of the day to MacLeod. They go to 4-9, trailing West Preston on 6-6. So West Preston holding a 9-point lead here. And we must be up to about 16 minutes into the third quarter. So 16-minute mark of the third quarter. It's a 9-point lead to West Preston. Steve Kelly back on the ground on the wing. Kane Shaw, Hine and Leggett down in defence, along with Sievers and Kidd. Okay, there's a free kick due to incorrect disposal. Middle of the ground. Long gets the ball across to John. Now there's a beautiful kick, putting real pressure on the West Preston defence, but they're up to the task there. There's a nice mark deep in the fence to Heaney. He brings the ball out to the outer side where big Andre Jurgens has taken the mark. And the big fella sums up his options here, eventually tumbles the ball down to the wing position. Pack of players up there, ground level, it's all West Preston. They're working the ball beautifully. They get the ball up to half forward. Little fella Tom's looking for the lead up there from Rocker, and Rocker's in the van there and has taken the mark. He's fallen to the ground. He's stretching his humongous leg and says, "Oh, that's all in order." And he comes in for a shot on goal. Now, he's shooting for goal, which I think will probably be his third for the day if he gets it. As MacLeod ringlet changes again, we've got the man they call H has come off for a spell while Story's back on. Rocker comes in, shoots for goal, and he's belted it straight through for a behind. So there's something a bit fortuitous there for MacLeod. It's like Kane Shaw maybe bringing the ball back into play. He's looking at the options and he goes to the near side. And the ball is now punched away from a pack of players there and it's over the line out of bounds. Halfway between the pocket and the forward flank for West Preston. West Preston going to the Lake or Gilbert Road end of the ground. Ball thrown back into play. O'Brien in there. Argley gets a nice tap out. Comes down to Thompson. The man number 35 involved in that, heavily involved or instigating that scuffle earlier this quarter. Yeah. Ball up here. Comes down to Macheski, then to Core. Core gets a scramble kick to Steve Kelly. He's done very well. He bursts away from half back. Oh, he's done well. And he's delivered beautifully into the middle of the ground to Scooter White. He runs around there and gets the ball up to full forward area where it has come to Long, and Long goes bang into an open goal. Now that was absolutely brilliant play there by the MacLeod guys and good ball use. Oh, that was very good. Excellent what we saw there from Steve Kelly. And his delivery of the ball there was just first class. And so It's amazing, Terry, what a difference kicking the ball well makes, eh? It's just fantastic. MacLeod ringing the changes here. We've got Richard Andrew coming off, and we've got Powell coming back on. Gee, that was a really sparkling piece of play there by the MacLeod side, and may give them some inspiration to really lift from this point on. So the scores are very close here, just 4 points in it. Back of the centre bounce, players in hard there, and we have another ball up. Now we've got Sievers and Martin here ready to come back onto the ground. Ball goes forward there for MacLeod. Oh, it might be Painter there going inside or outside, but he's only succeeded in spotting up the West Preston player who gets the ball down to the wing position. In the road there is Woodhams. He's going in hard. Oh, he dies on the ball. Oh, players over the top, arguably into his back. The umpire's called for a ball up. Okay, now from the bounce there, the ball's in the hand of O'Brien. Eventually it comes out to Core. He sweeps a handball up to half forward, looking for but not finding a teammate. In the road on this occasion was Vez Premies. He's dispossessed. Now MacLeod's moved, they've got at this stage Long and Power up on the full forward line, so they've got a couple of targets there. The ball's at half forward on the outer side of the ground, close to the boundary line, over the line and out of bounds. We've got John Andrew just coming off for a spell. Hayden Sievers coming back on.
Actually, half forward.
So things are starting to really heat up here. We're 21 minutes into the third quarter. MacLeod sensing they're really in this game and got a real chance here at the Moore Oval at Reservoir. Ball gets to half forward. Racing after the ball is the very fleet of foot Macheski. All MacLeod guys have tackled well all day long and have brought the West Preston player down there with a heavy tackle, and the ball's going to be balled up. Okay, ball at ground level and eventually trickles over the line and out of bounds. O'Brien still doing some ruck work there for MacLeod. The ball's worked to half forward by West Preston. They've done very well. And the ball's all tied up there, right in front of the scoreboard. West Preston leading 6 goals, 7-43. MacLeod 5-9-39. Martin goes up forward. Vez Premi comes off for a spell. Players going hard there, right in front of the scoreboard. I noticed Kid in defence here, sticking very, very close to his opponent. The same with Hine down there. Hine's playing on Robinson at the moment, who's caused some damage, but Hine's... oh, there's a free kick there. The umpire spotted out a free kick to West Preston. As the big Jetstar jet flies above the ground. Okay, West Preston bring the ball right up to the danger spot, right up to the goal square. The big men are there, big rockers there. Oh, he's gone higher than whatever. And the big man has pulled down what they're paying him for. Real power pack mark you saw there in a pack, right in the goal square. And he's just holding that ball like it's an Easter egg. So I've got the ball. He's pointing at people to get out of my road, stand out of the way. He scratches out a little mark on the ground. He goes back. So Big Antonio says, "I'll show you how to kick a goal, boys." And the big man comes in, and the big man goes bang. And the crowd's happy. Well, half the crowd. And it's through for a goal. So West Preston stretched that lead back to over the goal. Goal and a bit lead. just after MacLeod was mounting a challenge. We're 24 minutes into the third quarter.
They still haven't put the score up.
So Whitey, how would you describe that? A power pack, Mark? The big man in the pack. That's what he's paid for, eh? Ball back at the centre bounce. We've got Andres, I keep on wanting to say Andres Everett, but it's Andres Jurgen in the ruck. It came down to Scooter White. He got a kick up the half forward, but West Preston players are almost in the van there. Eventually, Cahal Hall picks up the ball, but he's all tied up there, and the umpire calls for another ball up. So West Preston got a 10-point lead here, 25 minutes into the third quarter. As MacLeod going to attack again. Here's an opportunity for MacLeod player Powell. He couldn't quite hold the ball, but he's in there fighting hard. He gets the ball out, but it comes to, it's all West Preston there. They butter up beautifully. They work the ball to the centre wing position, where there's a free kick given to Crapper on the wing position. He delivers a beautiful pass up to the little fella Dobby. Dobby then goes wide to the pocket. Oh, he spotted up a man beautifully here, but the man, he saw the ball coming. He seemed to run away from it. I don't know what he's doing there. He just lost his direction on the flight of that ball. And the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. A big rocker in the ruck there. It's a nice tap out by Kane Shaw there. Comes the West Preston player there. Oh, they've gone this way, gone that way. And then there's a shot by Dobby. Oh, he's gone close. He's gone very close. And he's kicked a beautiful goal. He snapped that from 35 metres out on the boundary. His right foot on the boundary side. And he's done everything absolutely perfectly there. So very good skilled play there by Dobby, who's been playing for West Preston for a long time. So we've got West Preston now go to an 8-goal-7 to 5-goal-9 lead. As we're getting close to the siren time. We're 26 minutes 50 seconds into the third quarter. Back at the centre bounce. It's all wrapped up again. So a couple of late goals there really taken the wind out of the sails of that run by MacLeod. But I'm sure MacLeod will keep fighting as West Preston win it from the centre bounce again. Oh, here's another chance for West Preston. There's somehow or other, there's two guys to the one MacLeod guy there. They work the ball further forward. In the way there's Hine. Oh, he's burst through beautifully. Then he's tumbled the ball up to the wing position where we've got, Cahal Core is just... he's driven into the ground. The ball's come out to Scooter White. The umpire's called play on the advantage. It comes to Sievers. They get the ball up to half forward. They better get a move on here because it's right on siren time. Just as MacLeod was going into attack, the umpire has ruled there's a free kick. There's a free kick here for some off the ball holding or something. I couldn't quite pick that up, much to the displeasure of the MacLeod people. So we've got a 3/4 time. We've got West Preston going to a lead here, 8-goal-7, 55. The visitors 5-9-39.
All over on your shoe.
Terry.
Pull too hard.
Yeah, here we go, start of the last quarter here. Now we've got West Preston going in with a 16-point lead. We'll have another ball up there in the middle of the ground. West Preston going to attack here. O'Brien gets the tap out to down to Andrew. The umpire's rule. Umpire O'Brien's been interfered with. Gets the ball, he passes back to Richard Andrew. He drives straight down over centre and looking for Martin, who's taken a nice mark at half forward. Gets a handball to Painter. Painter bursts through, lines up the goal, but he sprayed it to the right hand side. Well, the near side, and has it missed everything? No, it hasn't. It's through for one behind. 1 point to MacLeod. West Preston looking to defend the ball. No doubt they'll be looking to go to the outer side. They want to take a risk and come to the high side. Come to the high side, MacLeod's hoping, but no, McKenna goes with a tumbling punt to the outer side. In the road there is Long. He gets an underground handball looking for and finding Vespremi. He's depossessed by the West Preston player there, Macheski. Oh, he moves the ball very swiftly from half back. Oh, MacLeod players are pressuring there. Eventually they look looking for but not finding. Was it Painter in the road? In the road there is Painter, but the umpire says there's interference there to West Preston. There's a free kick, might be to Ali Fahour. Ali Fahour has got the ball at half back. He drives to the outer wing position. The big men go at it. Comes to ground level. In the van there is West Preston. They're depossessed from the ball, and we have it looks like could be a ball up. It's very close to the boundary line, or it could be over and out. It is over and out. Umpire about to throw the ball back into play. Jurgens and Long in the ruck there. There's some interference happened here, and there is a free kick going to Long from that ruck contest. He handballs over the man they call H. He drives up the centre half forward, and he has found the lead up from the Irishman in Cahal Court. Now Cahal Court has marked the ball 30 metres out directly in front. And be kicking for goal here to bring up MacLeod sixth if he's accurate enough. Distance won't be a problem. Core comes in. It wobbles off the boot. Oh, but it looks not wobbling too much, and it goes straight through the middle in the end, and the umpire likes it. And it's a goal to MacLeod. They get their sixth for the day. They go to 6 goals 10, still trailing West Preston on 8 goals 7.
Time, please, Greg.
So that's with time goes to. We're 3 minutes into the first quarter, and we've got a game on our hands now. MacLeod sensing they're right back in this game, and let's see if the boys can lift and get home over the top of West Preston, but they got the job in front of them. West Preston's probably been a little bit better with their ball use, and they're kicking for goal today. Long from the centre bounce, gets the ball up to half forward, but in the road there, is a West Preston player, but he's brilliantly tackled McKenna by Core. As MacLeod go forward, they bring the ball up to full forward area where the ball trickles through for a behind. West Preston quickly bring the ball back into play with this new rule this year where you don't have to wait for the waving of the flag. West Preston bring the ball out to the outer wing position where number 1 player there for West Preston is happy to see the ball over the line. That was Jed Crapper. He very intelligently faked the handball there and trotted over the line. Ball close to ground level there, and there was a tackle by Vespremi on Macheski, and the umpire has ruled not only is it a free kick, but as a 50-metre penalty, and he's trotted about, he's gone about 60 metres, which is quite generous in the penalty there to the West Preston player Macheski, and he's actually within goal scoring distance. Now he spotted up a teammate at centre half forward area in number 5, which is the very experienced Alex Gleeson, who's come across from the Essendon Football League competition. Now Gleeson lines up. He's kicking from about 40 metres out, directly in front, going to the reservoir end of the ground. Gleeson comes in. It looks nice off the boot. It is absolutely a beautiful kick by Gleeson, and it's the 9th goal of the day to West Preston. They go to 9 goals 7. Leading MacLeod boys. Looks like they might be on about 5 goals 11. 6 goals 11, are they? Just waiting for the scoreboard there to get up the exact score. Yeah, 9-7 to 6-11. So MacLeod have actually had more scoring shots, but trailing in the points. Okay, from the centre bounce there, we've got Woodham's in hard there, and there'll be a free kick to MacLeod there. They waste no time, they get the ball over to Painter. He swoops a handball wide to the man they call H. The man called H tumbles the ball up forward, and at ground level it's all West Preston here. They back up beautifully in defence. They work the ball between each other with some handball. It mostly hits the mark, but this time they're going a little bit backwards. And we've got a delivered over the line there, but the umpire's seen something else and said, no, we won't take notice of that. We'll give a free kick to West Preston for something else. I'm unsure exactly what the reason was there. Okay, ball comes to half back for West Preston, and there's a nice mark taken there by the number 1 man in Jed Crapper. Crapper chips it further along to Robinson, who's marked at half back. Number 38 Robinson's done very well today for West Preston, and he's a beautiful kick, and he's looking up and finding the big rocker, and the big man rocker says, oh, I'll have that one. And he's marked out the true centre half forwards. He lines up and says, I'll have a go at the goals. He gets it down to the full forward area. The West Preston guy there is in the van at ground level, but in the way there was Richard Andrew. He got a handball out to Nankervis, who's able to try to get it across the Painter. He's intercepted there by the West Preston player, who's then depossessed by Dave Adams, who bursts from defence. He chips the ball over to Martin. He's double teamed there, and the West Preston guys then get the ball back to Ali Fahour. Ali Fahour tumbles the ball up to half forward. The big men go out at Nankervis at the back there, gets a handball over to Story. Story takes off, takes one bounce. He gets to half back. He takes two bounce. He decides to keep going. He handballs to John Andrew. He handballs to Kane Shaw. This is a promising build-up by MacLeod. They bring the ball down to the full forward area, where in the road is Ali Fahour at ground level. But then Woodhams gets in the road there and picks up the ball, gets a nice handball over to his teammate, who snaps on goal and misses absolutely everything. So it seems at this stage of the game that West Preston just been a bit cleaner with their foot skills than the MacLeod boys, particularly with the kicking for goal. They bring the ball out to the outer side, West Preston, where Dobby's running and taking a comfortable mark. He chips the ball to Macheski. He spots up the experienced McKenna at centre half back, and he goes wider to the near side wing. Gets to his teammate there, and he spots up a teammate on his own there in number 2. And number 2, whoever number 2 is, he belts the ball down to the full forward area, where Hines at ground level is able to force it through for Ivy behind. And number 2 was Randmakers. Okay, so another point on the scoreboard to MacLeod. They get the ball back to Toosey. He takes his bounce, goes through the middle of the ground, drives up to the half forward area. There's a sweeping handball, goes out there towards Duck Doherty. Duck goes back in, but the West Preston guys are up to the task here. They're working the ball beautifully through Macheski. They spot up, might be Dobby on the outer side there. He takes one bounce, just strolls down the outer wing, chips it up to his teammate here. Might have been Robinson, is it? No, if it's number 38, it'll be Robinson. Robinson looks this way, looks that way, chips the ball further forward, and they're doing it comfortably now, the West Preston boys. They get the ball to Randmakers, then they get the ball up to full forward, nearly a mark to West Preston, but the player there's, he's good enough to butter up in number 5. They've really lifted here, the West Preston boys, and it's Alex Gleeson has popped it through for another goal. Well, it's the 10th of the day to West Preston. They go to 10 goals, 8 leading the visitors. MacLeod on 6 goals, 11. And we're exactly 10 minutes into the last quarter. So MacLeod The 4 goals, the best part of 4 goals down now, MacLeod, and that's what they'll need to hit the front. So yeah, they really got the job in front of them as Powell comes back onto the ground. Back at the centre bounce, it's Jurgens wins the tap out on this occasion. It's to West Preston. Comes out to John Andrew. The MacLeod guys refuse to give up. Comes out to O'Brien. He chips the ball down to centre wing position where there's a nice mark taken by Martin. Now Martin drives the ball further along the flank, looking for Duck Doherty. He can't find him this occasion. It comes to Ali Fahour. They get the ball out to McKenna, but in the road there is a MacLeod player unceremoniously dumped in Scooter White, and the umpires run in.
That's an absolute joke. You are a dickhead, umpire.
Now the umpires decided after some scuffling here that he will report Scooter White.
Hope you tell him what it's for. Tell him what it's for, ump. Tell him what it's for, ump. You are a dickhead. What was it for? You're a cheat, ump.
Okay, Scooter White is leaving the ground after being reported here. We've got Sayers coming back onto the ground. Okay, plays resuming here. We're 12 minutes into the last quarter. So West Preston bring it out to the far side. They're starting to use the ball beautifully now all over the ground. The challenge is there for MacLeod to fight back here. We'll see how we go in the final part of this ground. Up forward, big rocker goes high, couldn't quite hang on to the ball there. Comes the ground level. All players from both sides going in hard there. Eventually it comes out to Crapper. They get the ball further forward. It's taken there by Leggett. They get a handball back to players going in hard there. I'll just let the vision tell the story there. Was there a free kick? Wasn't there a free kick? Well, you be the judge. There's a snap-on goal there by West Preston, and they've put it through for a goal. They've really got their tail up now, West Preston. They get their, could be 11th, could be their 12th for the day, just waiting for the scoreboard to. Okay, we've got West Preston on 11-8, leading MacLeod on 6 goals, 11. Okay, from the tap down there, we've got Andrew got it to Martin. They got it over the story, back to John Andrew, back to Martin. Okay, he goes inside. Okay, back to Vez Premi now. Vez Premi on his left. He's done very well. He's positioned that nicely up forward. Nearly a mark to Core. Core now on his left scrambles the ball up to the pocket. Now, late in the game, the umpires decide he'll pull out a free kick to MacLeod. Actually, we're only 14 minutes into the last quarter. It's a free kick. I think it may be Powell there, deep in the forward pocket. Yeah, he knows how to kick a goal, this man. He runs around. It looks pretty good, but not quite good enough. It's through 1 behind, 1 point to MacLeod. Got Hind just leaving the ground now, being replaced by the veteran in Nankervis. West Preston bring the ball back into play, just over the head of Core. They've done well through Dobby here. He gets it over to his teammate at once was number 19, Ash Barden. And eventually the ball looks like it's worked its way down just past half back. For West Preston, that's out of bounds on the other side. Big Jurgens in the ruck there, host of players around the ball. They're going nowhere and the umpire call for a ball up. 15.5 minutes into the last quarter. Ball comes the ground level. West Preston working the ball beautifully there, and just to go to the defensive side, and the ball is seen over the line and out of bounds. West Preston, oh, a nice clearance there by West Preston. They transverse the ground where it's nice punch away by Powell. He found Vez Premier. He gets the ball up to the forward pocket position, but there's a nice mark taken by Long. Really stretched there and was hard on the lead. Now, MacLeod's 4.5 goals down here, so we need Long to convert here. It's a difficult shot. He's 30 metres out on a tight angle on his wrong side, but you may as well have a go at it. You won't win the game unless you kick 4 more goals in a quick hurry. And he's had a shot on goal, and it's missed everything. And it's out of bounds on the full. Free kick to West Preston, deep in defence, and they spot up a man. They're just out from goal in Lazar. Now Lazar's looking this way, looking that way. Chips back to his teammate there. Might be McKenna deep in defence, or Barden, is it? Barden, Ash Barden then goes across defensive area. It's just eating up the clocks. The time clock ticks over 17 minutes now into the last quarter. Yeah, MacLeod would. Okay, now it's come to a half back for West Preston where Powell's taken a nice mark. He goes back into the centre of the ground where Dave Adams takes a nice mark. He runs through the centre of the ground and gets a nice kick up to the forward pocket where it's marked by Cahal Claw. Unfortunately, MacLeod at times they were just unable to get the scoreboard pressure on West Preston through errant kicking for goal. Now there's a kick there by Cahal Claw. That looks good. And it's straight through for a goal. So they get their 7th for the day. They go to 7 goals 12, trailing West Preston on 11 goals 8. We're at 18-minute mark of the last quarter. Just 7 or 8 minutes left in this game, and MacLeod would have to kick 4 goals to nothing to win from this point. Let's see what happens. Maybe they can run over the top of them, but it looks fairly improbable at this stage. Particularly as West Preston go into attack. It was through Barden there, got it to his teammate. He goes up there looking for and finding Big Rocker, and I think Rocker. I think he may have kidded everyone there. I think there was a little hand on the ball there by Leggett, and Rocker just made it look like he'd marked it cleanly. But good on him. I mean, it's all part of the game. So big Antonio comes in. Antonio comes in and says, bang, there's a goal. Thank you. So I think that might be about his 4th for the day. So if they hadn't sealed the game already, West Preston, that's certainly the absolute sealer. They get their 12th for the day. MacLeod back on 7 goals. Yeah. There's a free kick in the middle of the ground, goes to Sayers. Sayers drives the ball further forward with a lovely kick on the left foot. Gets to full forward area. The race for the ball there was Shaw and Barden, and the Bulls won the race, and it's over the line and out of bounds. Ball being thrown back into play now. Comes down the ground level. Couldn't quite be picked up there by Painter. Players going hard. Ball's going nowhere. And we'll have a ball up. West Preston leading 12 goals, 80 points to MacLeod, 7 goals, 12, 54, 26-point lead to West Preston. As we go 21 minutes into the last quarter. Okay, the ball comes down to Duck Doherty. He's found it very hard to get space today. Eventually comes down to Vez Premi. He snaps on goal and he's put it through. So there's another goal to MacLeod. They get their 8th for the day. They go to 8 goals, 12. Trailing West Preston 7 goals, 8. Time clock showing 21.5 minutes into the last quarter. Got Joel Kidd getting ready to come back on the ground. Richard Andrew. Is there? Something wrong with the court here. We're right now, we're away. Okay. Ball back in the centre there. Big Jurgens wins the tap out. Oh, only as far as Dave Adams. He drives the ball forward. Looking for a pack mark here. Who's it come? Does it come to Cahal Cause? Oh, he's taken. Oh, the umpire says. The umpire, I thought he was going to say I was holding the ball. He was very keen and animated, that umpire. But it's a free kick to Cahal Core. He's been taken too high and he is directly in front, 20 metres out from goal. So here's a late surge coming from the MacLeod boys. He lines it up for the 9th goal of the day and he's gone bang and he's popped it through. And so there's the 9th goal of the day to MacLeod. They go to 9 goals, 12. Trailing West Preston on 12 goals, 8. And we're 22.5 minutes into the last quarter, so we must only have 7 minutes, about 4 minutes to go, 4 or 5 minutes to go. MacLeod will need 3 quick goals to snatch this as a win here at Moore Park, but I'll need everything running for them. We'll all remember that famous victory against Greensborough at home last year. Yeah, Kane Shaw in the ruck here now for MacLeod. The ball's going nowhere and there's another ball up here.
So what's the time, Greg?
We're 23 minutes into the last quarter of West Preston 14 points in front. Ball comes to ground level. Cleared away by West Preston. They get the ball up to a half forward. We've got Dave Adams in there. He swoops a handball out to John Andrew. He gets the story. He gets on his left foot. He chips the ball up to and finding Sayers. He couldn't quite hang on there. Doc Sayers gets the ball out to Vez Premi. Vez Premi is all wrapped up there. The ball's near the boundary line. Players go in hard there. Then Woodens goes in hard there. Oh, the West Preston players getting back behind the ball there. Really good play there. West Preston guys through Gleeson clear to the outer side. A magnificent kick, looking forward, not finding Barden, but we've got young Dobby up to the task there and sees the ball over the line and out of bounds. 24-minute mark, the last quarter. Oh, there's a shot coming up towards goal by MacLeod, but in the way there is Kane Heaney, who's taken a nice saving mark. He's taken all the time in the world. He's going to let the clock eat the clock up. And it's a shocking kick by Heaney. It's coming in the hands of his teammate fortuitously there, and he gets a nice kick down to the centre wing position where the West Preston guys are all wrapped up there. Ground level comes to Dave Adams. He's over the ball there. He gets a handball out to no one in particular. Went straight for it looked like it went straight for the boundary umpire. But anyway, the ball is out of bounds and we're at 25-minute mark of the last quarter. We've got West Preston just hanging on here at the Lakeside venue, Moore Park. Okay, ball back in play. Players going in hard there. Looks like there's a breakaway here by the West Preston guys. They're going to attack here, looking for a big rock. Oh, he balances it on one hand. He says, look at this, boys. This is how you take a mark. Now he says, oh, can I kick it? I'm 70 metres out. No, I'll just chip it over to my teammate here. It just leads up. Not a problem. And he gets it over to Randmakers. It's probably Rymakers is the best way to say that. Then they chip the ball further up, but they've only succeeded in spotting up MacLeod player there. Now the umpire's ruled there is a penalty. There's a 50-metre penalty. MacLeod needs some fortuitous happenings to occur here because we're at the 26-minute mark of the last quarter. They bring the ball through the middle of the ground. They get the ball up to half forward. Oh, it's over the head of everyone. It's bouncing. Eventually, it's the West Preston guys are backing up through Barden there beautifully out to Ali Fahour, and Ali Fahour is able to see the ball over the line and out of bounds right in front of the home crowd here at Moore Park. So it's a 14-point lead to West Preston, 12 goals 8 to 9 goals 12. More scoring shots to MacLeod today, but didn't get the chocolates, unfortunately. We're 26.5 minutes into the last quarter. Okay, oh, the ball's back at ground level there. The West Preston guys are doing very well. Gleeson there was arguably pushed in the back. They get the ball up to half back. Well, it's all MacLeod there, and Kidd at centre forward is taking the mark. He drives the ball up close to goal there. Oh, there's a nice mark taken there by Long for MacLeod. And the umpire says, oh, I don't know what he's ruled there. He's ruled it can go to West Preston. I don't know how he worked that out. Anyway, West Preston's worked the ball to Dobby, who's bouncing the ball down the centre wing. Then he goes inside looking for and finding Robinson. And Robinson turns around, sees an open goal, turns around and he goes bang, and it's bouncing close to goal, and he doesn't get the bounce he wants, and it's through for a behind. O'Brien picks up the ball, wastes no time, bring it back into play. And there's the siren for the victory here at Moore Park. Goes to West Preston. Looks like just waiting for the scoreboard to come up here, but it's about 12 goals 8 to about 8 goals 12, something like that, or 9 goals 12. We'll just wait for the scoreboard to come up here. And it reads West Preston 12 goals 9. And we'll make that 81. And they've won the battle here at by the lake to MacLeod on 9 goals 12, 66. A well-deserved victory to West Preston here. It seemed that they were able to use the ball a little bit better than the MacLeod guys, particularly in their kicking for goal. Yeah, particularly in their kicking for goal, they were able to use the ball a little bit better than the MacLeod guys and got the victory that they were seeking. They're first for the year, and so MacLeod ruining the day, and I guess it was a day of missed opportunities, and yeah, it's all over for another week.
It doesn't look like it's going. Yeah, I was following the ball and it's well behind the